All righty. How's everybody doing? Just if you want. There we go. I got it. All right. How we doing? Hey, everybody. Glad to see everybody. All right. I'm going to take my headset off there. So, how we doing this week? Good. Ready to jump in? All right. So, yes, 3 days now. We've been kind of hanging out here at the top. I had discussed for a couple weeks that we'd stall right here at the first target after this big pullback, and then possibly ramp up quickly, which it only took us 1, 2, 3 days to get all the way up to the target 2. We've been hanging out here for 3 days. We could see a pullback back to this 4,600 level, entirely in the realm of possible. Today, if we really zoomed up, let's just jump down a time frame so we can see it closer. We bounced right off of this weekly pivot. And this light blue line, a little hard to see. It's the weekly pivot. Touched right down to it today. So that could be all the pullback we get, but we could see a leg lower. So this is kind of like a if maybe type situation. We could see a breakout higher, but we could see a breakout lower. So it's something to watch. We did start out the day dropping big, mostly due to this character right here, Tesla, which it came right up to the target level and pulled back to the lower fib and parked there, completely in the realm of what I might have told you would happen if you were in one of my other sessions. So these things tend to hit a fib and then pull back to a prior fib. So that's that was entirely expected on Tesla after reaching that higher fib level, and that level comes from all the way back here. We'll have to zoom out to a daily chart real quick. There we go. Too much zooming out. Zoom back in slightly. Zoom back in more. There we go. So this pullback we had back here. Well, back here with the 1, 2 is we didn't get a 3, 4, 5, 6, these other 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We didn't break down to those lower levels. What we did do, use that pullback right there to reach this higher target. It took a few months. This started in early. This was the pullback from January to March. Went sideways for a little bit, consolidating, and then we ramped up to target 1 and then target 2 in quick order. Now we've pulled back from target 2 to target 1. I can remove that other fib so we can see it here. That one pulled back right there. I expect this all the time, this price action. If you follow me for very long, it's exactly what I expect. We ramp up, hit a target level, then pull back to the prior target level. If we consolidate here, we'll see a breakout. If this can't hold here for the support, we may see a return back to retest the top of this from January. And since Tesla's become a big player, it's part of the S&P 500, it's part of the NASDAQ. It did pull the NASDAQ down today too. So goes Tesla, so goes the market, at least the last few days. Tesla was running up, pulled the market up. Tesla's pulling it back. So I think in a 15-minute time span, Tesla dropping took $150 billion out of their company's market cap. That's if you're not familiar with market cap, that's just the number of shares available times the price of the shares. That gets you the market capitalization of the company. So they lost somewhere in the neighborhood of $150 billion off of that market cap number in about 15 minutes today. Something crazy. So oddly enough, NASDAQ pulled right back and parked itself at the end of the day here at the pivot, the weekly pivot. I do expect NASDAQ to run on up to the 16,600 level, one at 16,600. This target, second target up here. So I expect that to happen sometime. It may consolidate here a few more days before we do that, but I do expect it to pop up here before it pulls back again, yet again. So that's all out there in the realm of what will probably happen. Those that have been here before, you recognize I said when we pop above this level back here, we're probably going to run up to this target area. That's what we did. Kind of overshot it a little bit. So we may consolidate here a little bit and then pop up and overshoot the next one just a little bit. Russell, I've been tracking this breakout here. We probably need a little bit of consolidation. That was a big move. Run it up like that. It probably needs to rest or consolidate just a little bit, maybe even pull all the way back and retest the breakout. But this is a move higher. It's bullish, and we can see a run on Russell into the end of the year at this point. Oil, one of my favorites, looking like it's well on its way to get to that next 88 target up here. Getting moving. So smart plays might be UCO, something to look at, or even some of the oil companies. There's about 100 different oil ETFs, USO, UCO. You could go short SCO. So lots of different plays there. All right, gold looking super positive today. Getting up to this area where I've been talking about for weeks that I need to get up and get above at 1836 to 40 area. Getting above there, it opens the door for it to run back up to this 1920 area right here. And that can be super bullish on gold. A chart I've been watching is GOLD. This one right here. On the next pullback we get, I'm probably going to get into this long. I've been looking for my southern accent coming through. Been looking for price to get above that prior high right there from September, which was a high in July, which, high in July, high in August, high in September. I've been looking for it to get above this level right here. Getting above there, super bullish. If you're not familiar with gold, GOLD, that's Barrick Mining. I might have the gold, I may have the wrong gold up at the moment. Barrick right here. Yeah, that was the wrong gold up there, but right there, same deal. Looking forward to get above that right there. So I actually had the metal price up, but it's also the high from September. I need it to get above those levels right there and then right there. Same sort of situation. I need that one to get above those, closing above there, which above that 144 EMA is going to be super, super, super awesome. That 144 EMA has been holding it down for months here. Getting above that, we can see a move up into 20 to 30 area. I mean, the higher 20s, 25 to 30 area pretty quickly. So silver, well, I can pull up silver. SLV, same sort of situation, but we need to get above that point right there I pointed out a couple weeks ago. We've been holding this 144 EMA back here and right here, retesting it one more time. If this is a bullish breakout, we get above that 144 EMA on the daily, super bullish. All right. Everybody wants to know about cryptos. Bitcoin, all-time highs last night and today. Looking like we're getting ready to make the breakout up to this target area up here. Minimum target, $76,000 a coin, up to around $85,000 a coin, somewhere in there. That'll be the next area where I expect it to run up and consolidate. So, yeah, gold inflation is starting to catch up with gold a little bit, and the prices are starting to ramp up. So, gold miners, gold, yeah. So we are doing something new today. We're live streaming also on YouTube. So if there's something that you want me to look at on YouTube, like for my YouTube people, throw it in the chat. You have a chat on YouTube, so throw it in there and we'll pop it over to Zoom and I'll address your questions. So Raul wants to know what crypto platforms I use. So I use a whole variety of them to trade crypto. I have Tastyworks, I have Robinhood, I have Webull, all with crypto enabled. I have Coinbase, I have Coinbase Pro, I have Nice Hash Exchange, and all those things have some crypto that are available to trade. I don't necessarily hold crypto at all of them, but the reason I look at that is cryptos are not FDIC for the US people, FDIC insured. There's no insurance on your crypto. So if any of those platforms get hacked and I'm holding it just a little bit at each one, then I don't lose my whole crypto portfolio by one simple hack of one broker. So it's kind of protection on myself since there's no insurance for losing your crypto. So how do I add symbols on your charts? What are you talking about? The list on the right here, or are you talking about actually seeing it in the background? So if we're talking about in the background, right here, click the gear or whatever you want to call it. Go down to chart settings, appearance, toggle this watermark right there, and it puts it right on the background there. Let me turn it off. Gone. Gear, appearance, watermark. There you go. You can set the color. So, all right. Maybe you learned something new. I do not take my cryptos off exchange right now. I do hold them all on exchange or in a warm wallet, which is a wallet on the computer. So I do have a couple wallets on my phone that I have some crypto in. All right. So that's my Bitcoin outlook, 76,000 to 84, 85,000, somewhere in there, probably by the end of the year. Maybe even this month, could be. Maybe by December. We'll see where we get to. Ethereum, well into the target zone today. Really liking this yesterday and today. We'll probably run up to this 5,100 price target on Ethereum and consolidate a little bit. Wouldn't be expected. I mean, same thing as like Tesla. We run up here to this target level. We may bounce back down before we see the next run higher. I do have some lofty expectations rolling into the end of the year of getting up around 8,000. We'll see. It's going to take a little consolidation to build enough strength to get popping. So, yeah. So, Mara, lots of people may have watched my YouTube video yesterday where I said I made about $99,700 in one day. Well, most of that was on the back of holding over 8,000 shares of MARA, Mike Alpha Romeo Alpha, which is a crypto miner. Anybody that's followed me for a little while has probably heard me talk about it. I do hold a significant for me number of shares. And today it popped up right up to the top. Yeah, I have the free version. Can't have more than one window open. So it popped up right up to the top right here and pulled all the way back to the prior level. So you can see I have a whole bunch of fibs on the chart. This one in particular right here comes from this pullback we had from September into the end of September, just at the beginning of October. And that pulled these 272 and 2618 extension levels up here. That's where I came up with this target zone. So we bounced right off the top of it and came right back down to the prior fib level, all in one day. Where are we going from here on Mara? Probably up to this 120 area. It may take a little consolidation and then we'll pop right up there. So we're going triple digits on Mara. And that's not all either. I do expect it to run up into the 200s sometime through the beginning of next year, probably first quarter, maybe second quarter next year. Mara has about 40,000 of their Bitcoin miners, little machines, computers that they bought that mine Bitcoin, calculate crypto hashes. It's a complicated thing. They bought over 130,000 of them. They've only got 40,000 of them. Between now and June of 2022, they get all the rest of those. They've got like almost 100,000 more coming. So take what they're doing right now, which is printing ungodly, creating ungodly amounts of Bitcoin, and they're going to add 100,000 more miners. So like 3 times more. They're just going to be killing it, making Bitcoin. So, and these are fib levels. I have fib classes. You're more than welcome to check out some of my prior market appreciation webinars where we have links, or check the YouTube replay on this one. We'll have links for different fib classes and stuff like that. So you can find out how to do some of these circles, or just keep coming back. I'll teach you like little bits and little bits. You'll find out. So another one of my favorites is HUT. It was outperforming until today. Today, being a little laggard, especially, I mean, Bitcoin was flat so far today. HUT was down a little bit. Morrow actually closed up 1%. So Morrow outperforming. But the big outperformer today, Riot. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Thank you, Knoxville Fire Department. All right. So HUT on its way to this $19 to $30 area. That's where the target is for HUT. I think we're out there. All right. My trading view name, I have about 3 different ones. See if it's on the top of my chart. Take a snapshot and see what it says. I'll tell you which one this is. Let's see. Does it have it? A lot of pop-ups. Here we go. See what it says. Does it have my name? No, it doesn't have my name. Awesome. I'll figure out my name. I'll tell you what it is. It's probably, I don't even know. I've got like 3 different ones loaded on. Hit save chart and load, and it'll pop up. All right, let's see. Save chart. There it is. Right now it's Jeffry _T. So there we go. Somebody told me what to click on. All right. So Jeffry _T is this one. I don't know that I've published anything under Jeffry _T. Like I said, I have several different accounts, so I can try to have them multiple ones open at the same time on different computers. It's just gaming the system. They're all free. I don't pay for any of the TradingView accounts. I don't pay for the data. I don't pay for the charts because I want everybody to be able to do this for as low cost as possible. So I try to do it so that if you just have the basic free account, you can do what I do with TradingView. All right. All these indicators I wrote myself so that anybody can use them because you can only load 3 at a time. So well, there's the HUT targets right there. Moving on. Riot. I said I'd talk about it. So this one, a couple of people follow me, like depending on what you've listened to that I've said, when we broke this trend line right here, I mentioned that we could get a pop right back up to this resistance zone right here. It's been the high here, and now today we tried to break in, closed almost right at the bottom. So we're gonna have a little bit of resistance going from 40 to 47. That's gonna be the crux of the deal here. We opened up early today in the orange zone. We closed just below the orange zone. We did run all the way back down and fill the gap to yesterday's candle. So right now, I expect some consolidation maybe, and then a violent pop up through if we're going bullish, or a rejection and come back down to retest the zone from where this broke out from. That's the parameters on Riot. We do have a Knoxville Trade Club trade on Riot, and I can share a little bit more about Knoxville Trade Club here in just a few minutes. You may have heard me talking about it this week. All right, any other cryptos we want to get to before? Yeah, so circling back, HUT, the target is between 19 and 30 is the top up there. All right. A couple people want to see BBIG. So let's talk about BBIG. Let's clean this up just a little bit and let's start anew, just so everybody can catch up where I'm at here. All right. We have this high right up here, and this one turned out did not mean anything. So go ahead and just remove off what I've got. This box doesn't matter either. So we're going to use what I call the 3-point fib tool. We have the high up here. We ran down. That was a wave 1, Elliott wave speed, or an A, since it looks like it's a correction. We came up for a B wave. Then we've got a rundown for a C wave. So that puts us a level around $3.50 that we could come down to if our A wave and our C wave are the same size. Now, a couple other things to look at. If we run a fib retracement right there, we did make a significant 1, 2, 3 wave retrace, and we're parked right at this 618 level for a couple days now. Zoom it up so we can see a little better, possibly. Right now, this is the 618 level. This is a level along with the 144 EMA and the weekly pivot, all right in this zone right here, providing a tremendous support for, we've got this for 1, 2, 3. That was kind of above, but close. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days now. We've held this kind of support zone right around here from 420 to 480. Defined by the top of that is the 144 EMA, and the bottom of it's the 618 retrace. So this right here is a support. If we get below this support, we're going to come down back down into the 350 range, more than likely. So if we see BBIG do this, it'll come down to here. If we can get some strength, see a close above some of these prior highs right here, some of these little guys right in here, and right over here, see a daily close above those, then we are likely to see some crazy big action like this. I do hold about 2,200 shares, maybe more than that, maybe 2,400 shares of BBIG right now. So I'm kind of looking forward to go bullish, but I know my risk, and I've been selling calls against it too. So I do have some BBIG in the small account challenge, if you've been watching that on YouTube. So I'm just updating everybody where we're at with that one. All right. I did go through SLV already. I see that in the chat. GLD is about like, I did pull up gold and briefly talked about it accidentally when I was trying to pull up gold barrack mining. So these highs right here, we need to firmly get above. Use the line tool, bring it across. Those highs right there, which is pretty similar to GC, which is the gold futures. That blue line coming across there. So, all right. What I buy for BBIG? I bought shares. I got quite a few hundred, several thousand shares on BBIG. I don't have a huge risk on it. Maybe 0.5% of my accounts or whatever. It's not huge, but I do expect BBIG, if it can get going and get out of its own way, to probably run up to the $48 to $50 area. So I'm just kind of holding on, watching that one right now. All right. SBox. Yes, I did mention on, if you're a part of the profit roadmap / it's going to be called the market roadmap here soon. We got to do a little name change. I mentioned that I would discuss what I saw here. So we had a nice big fat dip down here, but we popped right back up above the 144 EMA. And on the daily, the 8 EMA crossed the 34 EMA. It's hard to see. We'll have to zoom up a bit more here. Right there. See this green? That little bit of green, that's bullish. Now, it did pull back to this weekly pivot right here, holding above that weekly pivot, breaking higher. That's the first bullish sign, getting above these highs right there, getting a close up here, above, let's say, somewhere above 118, super bullish for a run higher. So why do I use the 144 EMA? It's a trick based on Fibonacci and Elliott wave. So that right there, the next resistance up would be this set of highs right there at 120. Then closing above that is probably going to set us up for a bigger run. What kind of bigger run could we see on SBucks? we're going to be looking at 133 to 142 as the target. But I first want to see some action above the top of that candle right there. I really like this strength. We had been in a long-term uptrend, pulled back strongly, has a three-wave type of structure. Going back to that 3-point tool, right there, it held that 100%. That's 1, 2, 3, ABC. Pulled back, bounced right off of that 100%, and it's gone bullish. That is a really nice looking pullback right there from a technical numbers standpoint. It pulled back, bounced right down there on earnings, and then went bullish, closing above there, gets us super bullish. Yeah. If you follow Marquez, she likes gaps down and then runs back up. She also follows a pattern like that. I'm not so concerned about the earnings. What I'm really looking at is the fact that we did 1, 2, 3 right down to this 100%. Then we start closing above. We already closed above this right here, and we get above this over here. All that's super bullish. So that's what I'm looking for moving forward. Thoughts on ACB? It has a very similar situation going on, but we need to hop down just a little bit in our time frame. I have a few calls. We have earnings coming up here. Not sure what they posted. Looks like it pulled back just a hair on earnings. Estimate. Is that today? I don't know what the earnings are actually. Doesn't seem like it's updated in TradingView yet. So we had a 1, 2, 3 pullback into the zone right here, which also on this fib right here held the 618 level, and then we took off. So if we break above this high right here, the next level up, clicked the wrong thing, 2.2, 2.52, swing high, swing low. This could take us to the 829 to 889 area just on the next run, and that could happen quick, right up in there. Could happen by end of November, possibly. You see how this move happened right here? Nice and quick. We can see that pop right up in there. All right. Okay. Well, that's going to be about my 30 minutes of free analysis. So I'm going to pop over, give y'all a quick little thing here. So thanks for spending some time with me today. I wanted to point out one more thing before we part ways today. And you've heard me talk about the Knoxville Trade Club over the last couple of weeks, a system that I built over the past several months. In fact, I leaned on years of my trading experience to build this system. I've had a remarkable 95% success rate with track record trades in the beta test group, real deal trades. They've been audited, and we've closed a 95% success rate on closed trades. It's just unbelievable. And now I'm sharing that with the public for the first time the last couple of weeks. But you might be on the fence for one reason or another. You might have heard that, it takes a huge account. Well, it does take a little bit of money. You got to be able to buy at least 100 shares of something in the $5 to $40 range. So you do need a little bit of money in your account. Well, it's not a super small account thing, but it's okay. I know it's a big commitment and trading is risky. So you shouldn't start a new trading strategy without taking it seriously, though. But if price has been a barrier, I wanted to introduce you to the silver tier membership of the Knoxville Trade Club. It's a much lower entry price. You get a monthly trade, and you get access to the Knoxville Trade Club for a full year with all the education. I give you all the classes. You get to join Discord, and you'll also get in the live Knoxville trading calls that we're going to do on a monthly basis. Plus, you'll get my hand-selected Knoxville trade recommendations every month. You'll get one of those that's a monthly trade, and you'll get one of the weekly trades. So you actually get 2 trades every month if you join the silver tier. All of that for about 1/3 of the price of the full platinum tier membership, but you don't get all the platinum tier membership trades. So once you get your feet wet in it, get some wins under your belt, then I think you'll be confident to upgrade to one of the higher tiers. But right now we have that. And if you want to, like I said, you can upgrade to a higher tier. My team will take care of you. No problem. You get all the guarantees. You get the trades. So if you want to check out the KTC Silver and all the other club details, jump over to jeffreytrader.com/KTC, call 855-454-0816. Talk to my team member. I'll take a few questions here, but jump over to that. And we do have a full money back guarantee for a year. So, all right. Chat scrolling off a little bit. Concerned about dependence on Booker's back office. Well, we are moving the members area off of Booker's. I think my man Steven's on here showed me a preview yesterday of our new members area. We're trying to get it rolling out just as soon as we can. I do have my own Discord server. It's all separate from Telegram. And that's the Knoxville Trade Club is all on there right now. We're looking at moving all of my stuff over there and inviting the public in at some point, maybe by the end of the year. So everybody that's here right now, look forward to coming in for, joining the Discord server. We're going to bring everybody in. We're building a big old community of awesome traders, and everybody help each other out. Any questions? So we do have KTC Silver. It's a trade a month for a year. You get 1 weekly trade a month, just one a month, and then you get a monthly trade every month. So you actually get 2 trades every month. Yeah, Discord does replace Telegram. The people that are in Discord so far, loving it. I don't just talk about Knoxville Trade Club. I talk about some other stuff I'm doing, other things I'm looking at finding. So if you want to get in there now, join the Knoxville Trade Club. You get in there right away. So I don't use Telegram for Knoxville Trade Club. Echo Trades, if you're familiar with that, is on Telegram, but I put out a survey today. 60% of the respondents so far want to move to Discord. So yes, we recorded Saturday's meeting. We did. I don't know if we have that anywhere, Steven or Justin. My man, my dudes. Steven and Justin, help me out here. So can't. Dana, you just send me a message. I'll help you out. All right. So Knoxville Trade Club, the trades are I look for stocks in the $5 to $40 range. So that means the minimum size that you can do is 100 shares, because what we do is what's called a covered call, but it's a special twist on a covered call. So you've got to be able to buy 100 shares so you can sell 1 call against it. There's no discount for Echo Trade members. We did discount it. I mean, the discount is the deal. I mean, the price is the discount. So I've got a 96, it's actually a 96% win. Let's see if I have the tab open here on any place where I can bring it over. I'll show y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Nope. 1, 2, 3. There it is. I'll pull this sucker over here. Real deal track record right here. See this right here, right in the middle? There are 25 closed trades, 24 wins, 1 loss, only 1 loss in 4.5 months, 96% win. It's pretty darn good, if you ask me. On closed trades, the profit has been $5,037 on a $10,000 account. There are 6 open trades. So what I look at, I took $10,000 that I had in a savings account, moved it over to this account. I wanted to super safe trade it and make better returns than the bank was paying me. This is what I did. like it or like it, love it, hate it, whatever. I took that $10,000 I had, moved it over to an account, and this is what I do in that account instead of leaving it in the bank. So $10,000 is what I'm using. I mean, I've got the real deal trades. I post the real deal stuff. If you're interested in it, come over, check it out. I personally would not attempt this with less than $5,000. That's just my personal thing. You could try it smaller. It gets really tight, especially if you happen to, you know, everybody, when you try something new, it's going to be the one that goes wrong, right? So, I mean, that I've done it 100 times. Every time I try something new, it's the first one I do goes wrong. It's just not the way it's supposed to happen. If you're starting smaller than $5,000, you're going to get tight and you're going to panic and you're going to make bad decisions. Bottom line. So I recommend at least 5,000. 10,000 is where I started, and it's been comfortable the whole time. I haven't taken, like, I haven't felt squeezed. I haven't felt like I couldn't, you know, make the trades I wanted to make. So there is a little bit of a learning curve to the way it is. We've got simple bite-sized classes. So jump in there, jeffrytrader.com/KTC, and see what we got. All right. We're going to wrap this up. I try not to go too long on a Tuesday night. Stay tuned. Come back next week. Like, subscribe, follow. We're going to put more updates on the small account challenge on YouTube. I'll be out there with you. All right. Jump into Discord. And like I said, we're going to open it up to everybody probably sometime around the end of the year. So jump in. I'll see you soon. 855-454-0816 if you need to talk to somebody. All right. Any final remarks? I try to keep, right now I have almost I think $5,000 cash balance in that account. So I'm using, I mean, the account's up almost 50%. So I'm using almost $10,000 out of the, I'm using 2/3 of the account right now. I hope that answers your question. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you again soon. We'll see. As soon as I can find a great echo trade, I'm going to put it out. You know, I'm concerned about that S&P 500 pullback. If we get the pullback, I may put out an echo trade. We'll see. All right. I don't want to just take losses, just to get in a trade. I'm not in it just to get in a bad trade. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again.